vendors. In today's video, we are going to be doing a Cantaloupe ePort G11 install on my Lil Winner. Here's what I have for my tools. I've got some double stick tape, screwdrivers, drill bits, the ePort G11 kit, the pulse adapter, as well as the antennas, and the cable that connects the telemetry device to the card reader. Zip ties and Velcro, as well as some longer screws to attach the card reader to the front of the machine due to the thicker wood on the machine. I'm going to mount it right here. Plenty of room inside this machine. Hope everyone's having a great day. I know a lot of people have been asking about this video. I will get this done. It is a bit lengthy, but I wanted to be as detailed as possible. So what I'm going to do first here is I'm going to go over here to my package, and inside is a template to drill your holes. So that's what I got for my template here, and I'll place it on there, and then I will drill the holes right through the template. Once I get it placed right where I want, it will go on there very easily. If you would like to get your own ePort G11 Pulse kit for your claw machine, links are down in the description, as well as a discount code 720 vending at checkout will save you $30 per card reader. These will work on any claw machine, whether it's super mini, old school like Sugarloaf cranes, these pipeline games. It'll work on all of them. So I got my 1/2-inch drill bit and my 5/16 drill bit. The 5/16 is for the mounting screws. The 1/2-inch is for the drive cable, for the cable that goes to the display. I start off slow. I'm going to readjust it to where the machine's not going to move on me. I need to get new drill bits. This one's a little dull. So it's a total of 5 holes you must drill. This is drilling through wood, not steel. Getting the drill reattached in there. And there it goes. So then I'll drill the 4 smaller holes next. I'm using the drill bit to make it a little bit wider since it needs a little bit bigger than a 1/2-inch drill bit, but that's the only one I have. If you guys have been watching, I recently placed this machine on location. Had to get it ready. Load the drill bit up, get the 4 holes drilled. These will go pretty quick because this drill bit's sharp. It's about 1/2 inch thick plywood on this machine. If anybody has any questions on this process, feel free to hit me up. I have no problem answering questions. You can also find me in the Xtreme Vending Discord. Oh look, one of my kittens decided to come visit. Right now I'm just feeling the back to see if it caused any damage back there. And it didn't. And then once you peel off the label, you got a clean panel. I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. Then I'm going to go ahead and start getting the card reader front mounted. And I got these screws. They're the same size as the original screws, but they are about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch longer. That way it goes through the wood. I want to make sure I get this all mounted up for everyone. I don't need the nuts that came with the screws, just the screws. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up the package that has the cable that goes from the card reader to the telemetry device. Goes right in here. It's keyed. There's the white end that goes on the card reader, and then the black end goes to the telemetry device. It's going to fit right through that hole there. The hole is centered, but the connector is up to the right, up to the left on the back, but it does sit flush. I always install it according to the template. There's my big cat. So right now I'm just hand starting all the screws before I tighten them all down. And it is kind of a blind way of doing it, but you can't exactly stick your head inside the door there in the front. Now once I get all 4 screws on there, I will go ahead and pull out the screwdriver and tighten them down. Now those are all screwed in. I'm going to go ahead and flip the machine around so you guys can see the back end of it. Sorry for the lack of light. As you can see up there in the top left, where the holes I drilled came through. Mounts right up at the top there. And then the wires I'll be tapping into are right here at the board. There is one modification I do on my machines is I make sure that the bill validator and the coin mechanism are on the same pulse cable. That way I get good pulse reporting, cash reporting. So now I'm going to come back around here to the front. I want some light on the subject while I'm doing this install. So yes, I'm going to turn the machine on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount the antennas. I put one antenna on these Lil Winners up as high as I possibly can inside the machine. That way I don't have to worry about somebody vandalizing it. The tops of the bottoms of the antennas are magnetic. Unfortunately, the back of this machine, the top of this machine is mostly wood. So that's what my double stick tape is coming in here for. And what I'm doing right now is I'm shoving the antenna wire down that cable trough that all the wires run down, and it'll put the antenna wire out into the bottom. And then once I find it down there, I'll pull the wire up, and then I'll pull the backing off the double stick tape. This way you have an antenna up high for the best signal possible. Of course, peeling the back off the double stick tape is always a pain. And this one goes really nicely right back here in the corner. It's going to be behind the bumper, so the gantry won't hit it. And no cables will get hooked on it. As we can see, it's nice and neat right there. Make sure all the cables are out of the way. See, here's my antenna wire. I purchased an extension cable off of Amazon. I will put the link down in the description below. This extension cable will allow me to get an extra 3 feet on that cable. And it just clips in. And then the other end will clip into the telemetry device. Now we go ahead and install the other antenna. 2 antennas come with this kit. It is recommended that you use both antennas. Now we're going to go ahead and flip the machine around. I'm going to install the other antenna. I usually install that inside underneath the joystick area. Forgive the bare feet and the project. I work at things at home in my spare room. So right here, it's magnetic. The antenna sticks on just fine right there. And then I'm just going to route the wires back down into the coin mech area for the antenna. And I will go ahead and get the keypad, the joystick, and the display back onto their mounts. This way both antennas are out of the way and avoiding damage. Get that reattached. You'll never see the wires. Nice, neat, and clean. I will put the wiring diagram up on the screen when I get to that point. There was a change that I had to make on this video for wiring the card reader into this machine. One of the best parts I love about Cantaloupe is the cash reporting works great. If somebody puts in a 20, it tells you they put $20 in. A 1, a 5, a 10, or a 20. Haven't come across a 50 or a 100 yet, but if I do, I'll definitely be reporting it. Get these 6 screws attached to there. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and attach the telemetry device. Get that put into its new home. So you've got your MDB connections and your card reader connections. The MDB is used for power only, and then right here at this port is where the pulse connector connects to. If anyone has questions on how to configure this, feel free to reach out to me. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to attach the Velcro pad to the back of the telemetry device, and then it's going to go on to, and then it's going to stick to the inside of the machine. That Velcro pad does anchor very well. It does not get in the way. And of course I dropped the bill box. Just wanted a little extra room. So I'm going to attach it right here inside the door. Out of the way so it doesn't interfere with the door closing. Give it a firm press. As we can see in there. Easily accessible too to re-hit the fill button on it to reset the cash box when you service the machine. I'm going to push all the cables back. The DEX cable you will not use. The other wire is for the 6-pin that goes up to the card reader bezel. And then your 2 antennas attached to the unit as well. What I'll do is, here's the cable from the card reader. It'll say card on the cable. Connect those together, tuck them out of the way. That little gap right down there by the cash box makes it perfect to stash cables. I'm going to take the first antenna wire, I'm going to plug that into port number 2 because it's the closer one to it. And the one from the back is going to go to port number 1. Getting port number 1 connected right now for the antenna. And then the connections on the back end for to connect to the pulse are quite simple. Looks nice and neat in there. Everything's up out of the way. Going to take this antenna wire and connect it to port number 1. Those just clip in. You will feel them click. Okay, so I had a change of camera and a change of issue and an issue change that I corrected. So for these, I just clipped the wires I needed and used wire nuts to tie them in. So your red and purple wires go to the yellow 12 volts. Actually, red, purple, and blue go to the yellow 12 volt wires. Your green and orange wires go to the pulse wire from the coin mech. On this machine, I also clipped the green wire coming from the bill validator to tie it to the white wire as well for cash reporting purposes. The black and the white cables go to your black common, your black ground wire. Here's my test card. I'm going to put $3 on there. Card approved. And 3 credits going on the machine. Everything's up and working now. We're all good to go. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. For more vending related content, like and subscribe. Enjoy your day, everybody.